Is it actually possible to learn a language from scratch, from zero, completely online? I have a living example here that it is possible. I'm joined by
Nour Zaza. It is possible.
It is possible. You already okay? That's the point. That was the point of the video. Goodbye. No, we want to have some details. So, you are a student of DEUTSCH D1 since how many?
December.
Since December. So that's now half a year about.
Yes.
About half a year. Great. So tell the viewers about your experience, how it was, how do you feel in German? We are actually in German, like.
It's my first week here, and let me hold this way. I joined DEUTSCH D1 from like A1 from the scratch. It was I mean, German is a hard language indeed. It was a tough start because I joined a few weeks later than my colleagues. And I think I had to do like some extra work catching up, and I was so happy to have DEUTSCH D1 have recorded the previous sessions. So it's not only live sessions through Zoom, but these sessions are recorded and free to like look at and revise everything. So I did that, and I was happy to be the prize winner for the end of the course.
Yes, in every course we have a prize. Like if you are doing your homework on time, if you are handing it in, you will get a point, and then you have been obviously the winner.
Yes.
Even though you joined later, you won. And I need where do you live normally?
I am born and living in Kuwait. Recently I am here, and I just enjoyed using my German on the train, buying food, and going here and there. I mean, I had to ask some questions of like, what does this word mean? And
of course,
obviously. But it was nice that I finally, like, I was always envying my colleagues who are living here, because I would say you would read words on the train, on the supermarket, you would read words and learn, and we don't have that privilege as living outside the Deutsch-speaking countries. And so I'm happy that I have learned something that would prepare me to come. I feel really like lucky that I didn't come here and then have to start from the beginning, learning from before. And I think we have colleagues, students that are not in German-speaking languages, but in Saudi,
all over the place.
Emirat, Kuwait, my colleagues from Kuwait. So it's really lovely to come prepared. And some of us are really like learning for tourism and just flying here for once in a while.
You know, when I learned that you were actually in Germany, I didn't know it. When she won the prize from the beginners course, the A1 course, the A1 course, and I'm used to sending all these prizes all over the world. Like when you win and you live in China, I will send it to China, and I needed to send for the first time in my life a parcel to Kuwait. Yes. And it's taking so much time to actually arrive. It's not even there, and you are here before. It's so.
Post isn't up to the standards, yeah.
Had I know that you would come to Germany, I would just keep it and give it to you here, like in Köln.
I didn't know.
You didn't know. It's okay. That's a different ball game then. So what I can tell you, the only thing I'm always worried is that when I want to learn something online, if to really find teachers that really see it as a real opportunity and not like, okay, it's the second best solution. That's always my struggle when I want to learn. I want to improve my Arabic, for example, and I want really to have a great class. I want to have the fun. I want to have a group. I want actually everything that DEUTSCH D1 has, but for other topics of my life. And that's my only challenge. But you have made you have more experience than I have with online teaching in general, right?
Yeah. I have my nutrition masters from an online, it's a college that has an online branch, so they're not only online. And they have sent me a chemistry lab kit with the safety and everything, to make sure that I have an experience that is similar to being in a lab in the college. So it's like what you do. It's all about creativity and trying to, being an educator myself, we keep asking, how can I deliver this in a way that is more interactive, like more relevant and more touching to the person, and like it's very much different than taking a curriculum that is designed for usual regular school with all the Übungen, all the exercises and everything, and then make it into an online material. I think this is very wrong, because it wasn't created this way. But if you take your curriculum and say, okay, now we don't have this person to person, we don't have this group, how can we deliver? How can we like reach there? So because the point is interactive, and learning is best with people, like you always say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wenn man wenn man auf Land vermisst, das bedeutet
Heimweh oder Heimweh.
Richtig.
wenn
Ja, richtig.
Wenn-
Heimweh. Hat er gesagt. Heimweh. So schnell, Abdullah. Was hast du gefrühstückt?
Noch einmal bitte, Abdullah.
Heimweh.
Heimweh. Ich schreibe das einmal an alle. Hier, Heimweh.
Yeah, actually I have really tried to learn on my own on YouTube, a lot of like stuff that are available, and it was like a disaster.
Me, as a YouTuber, I'm telling you, watch my videos, and at the same time, don't watch my videos, meaning don't rely only on videos. It's so hard. I'm learning things through videos, but if it's really like when I'm learning something from scratch, it's almost impossible. There are very few people who can do it. They are extremely disciplined and talented and everything. Most of us, we can only use it as like an assistance. Yeah, like okay, it will support you in in your actual challenge, in your actual adventure, in your actual struggle with the language, or anything else for that matter. So really, I can only subscribe to what you are saying. Like, don't rely only on YouTube videos or Instagram posts. They are supposed to help you, not to be a surrogate for like a teacher for real life.
Even Deutsch D1 recorded sessions, like I don't substitute attending the live, even that I know that I can take the exact information because it's the same teacher, the same everything, but being there and interacting into like this learning, when you want to prepare the words that you will say, it's a different experience. And like even us now meeting, we met after the class, so I don't miss the live class because I'm meeting the teacher. So that was very important to know that anything that is recorded is going to be supportive, like revision or in case you have missed something, but never a substitute.
And you are now reminding me of something. When we thought about how can we actually deliver online, we didn't think like how can we just replace the offline teaching, but I was overwhelmed by the opportunities that you have online, and recording is the simplest, the most simple part of it. Even that, that's already, you are already beating offline by recording. I can, of course, in theory, I can record my offline, when I used to teach offline. But it's such a, it's so hard because you are moving in a classroom and people they don't have mics. You need a camera. You need 20 mics. They don't talk into their mics. Like you see here, we are using a mic because we are outside. You are not in a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
So
and the handwriting, remember when you were talking?
Yes,
like,
what did I say?
Yeah, because he was like, we have this typing because we have the Zoom whiteboard, and then he's typing on it, and nobody says, what is this letter? Yeah. We can all zoom in, zoom out, read clearly, because if it was Salim's drawing, we wouldn't understand.
Salim is the other teacher, yeah. So I can tell you, if
Philip's handwriting, we wouldn't understand. So
it's really like if someone would ever, like, I don't teach offline, but if, let's say, I'm your online teacher, and then we would go offline, it would be the biggest downgrade in your life. Like I hate to write with a pen on whiteboards. I hate to wipe them out. I hate to erase them. I hate the sound. And, you know, it's such a waste of energy. And then they're telling me I cannot read it. You know, why? You know, and of course it's yes. Can you move? Then can I take a picture? And then I came too late. I didn't see what you wrote, and so on. You know, it's such a pain. And yes, really, online really saved my mental sanity. I can tell you. You know, I feel like it's saving me my therapist. You know, like I don't have all these things. I say, okay, it's all recorded. It's, you know, it's typed. It's not handwritten. It's really, it's a different thing. I think it's here to stay.
Yes,
what do you think?
I like it, and I like that it's not missing the interactive part. It's not missing the groups, to be with someone, to like even if you're in a group in an in-person session, like having another group would affect you, but in the Zoom meeting you're alone with your like classmates with your group, and you can't hear anything else. It doesn't influence you. Like, it has very unique aspects that, like, I don't think it was maqsood, it wasn't intentional to cover the gaps or fill the gaps of the problems that we're sharing, but it happened.
I can tell you, when I personally switched online, I directly saw the advantages. Like when we are doing a group discussion, or we are dividing the whole class into, I don't know, 10 groups or 5 groups. Normally I wouldn't do it, and my colleagues, I think most of them wouldn't do it on that regular basis. Now we're doing it in almost every meeting. We're having group discussions. You know, I don't know what we are actually doing in these breakouts, playing, discussing, and you know, if you are in a real, like, physical classroom, it's getting so noisy that, at least me, I'm very noise sensitive, you know, and I'm getting angry when it's getting too loud, and it's hard to get people back, to get their attention back. But I really saw the upside. Like, okay, we can divide them into groups. They don't distract each other. You know, it's not noisy for anyone.
And you can change the person next to the person. Like, you can just have Nour with the Jumana for this session, then Nour with the Afaf with the next.
Yeah.
You're like, this is something that teachers want to do, but they can't control easily.
Yeah. We also, in the offline world, we would have with adults the discussion, I don't want to work with her, I don't want to be with him. You know, it feels like, okay, you know, you always have to remember who doesn't work with whom, but here you just click, boom, they're in groups.
And bringing them back is a click.
And it's really an upgrade. It's really an upgrade. Yeah. I didn't do that much of interactive work offline, to be very honest.
At the place where you are comfortable, like you see my chair back home.
Oder ich sage, wenn ich in meiner Wohnung bin und alles ist dunkel nachts, dann benutze ich diese Sache. Und dann sagen die Leute, Lampe. Okay. Nour, schläfst du?
Where?
It's a throne to me.
It is. It's so royal, yes. and the fact that, like, you know, at the end of the class when I'm all like this, like, no. Like, it's Ramadan, Philip, and like we're like 15 minutes away from breaking our fast, and I'm like, khalas.
I thought there's another screen, and you're reading another screen.
Yeah, I was picking my phone from
Okay.
down. Yes.
I remember. Yeah.
So yeah, that convenient is something that I love. It's amazing.
It is. I can tell you, you know, if you know an Arabic language school, an English language school that's working like we are working, please let me know. Or French, or Chinese, or Hindi. I would really absolutely be
now we have to memorize the languages that you want to learn.
I want to learn or improve in all these languages. Hindi, I don't have any. By the way, I wanted to make a video of my whole not one video, but a series of videos of my learning process in Hindi. I have zero Hindi. I cannot read it. I cannot write it. If you tell me yes and no, I don't know how to say it in Hindi. But I wanted to film it actually for YouTube to show how I learn a language, because people are always, where do I start? Yeah. I wanted to show the process. And so if you know a good Hindi school online, that would be great. Send me a message. Nour, I thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm really thrilled to be here, meet you, do this video, be a student at DEUTSCH D1. It's really lovely, and I love our teachers, our colleagues, the spirit, even the WhatsApp group.
Even the
Like it's it's lovely, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Like I'm really admiring every aspect.
I never heard that. Even the WhatsApp group, I never heard that.
I like it. I like it. It's just like I like the full experience. I like the interaction. I like this because you could go to an online class that is all virtual and all like automatic and learn, but you will miss this sharing because even for breastfeeding moms, we love groups that people would just like feel that they can speak up and be heard and have someone who's like saying, I hate German language.
You mean like a recorded class? Or didn't you mean that?
I meant that if you have a school that is all like automatic, like you only see recorded classes and
Yeah, okay,
and
pre-recorded.
you don't see the people that you like. You're only with the teacher. You know.
That's why I tell you, these pre-recorded videos, they call it online courses. Unfortunately, we share the same name. You know, I have colleagues, YouTubers, they sell pre-recorded online courses. I don't know if people actually can learn with them. I know you make a lot of money with them, but I don't know if you actually, you know, I never saw someone who said, I got the level B1 and it's all like with pre-recorded videos. I never saw someone. If you are one, please let me know. But it's hard for me to imagine that you really, every day you would learn, and then at the end, after, I don't know, 1 year, you can really talk the language. It's hard to me to imagine.
I think they should also be like supportive. Like if they choose to do
Supportive,
it
yes.
should be parallel with something that is interactive, with a group discussion, because like languages have to be spoken. And if you're not speaking to a person, like there are these apps that you can just repeat, but you don't have the context, or you don't have where, like all of this is missing. I have tried a lot of apps.
By the way, with the apps, we know it. We have studies that show, okay, even after hundreds of hours, they cannot perform at the same level with someone who has just taken a normal course, a normal, like, person-to-person course. We know it from the studies.
Yeah.
It's a support, but it's not a pillar.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I rely only on an app,
No,
Nour,
you can
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for all these insights. It's different when I say it. Oh, okay, it's a great online experience, but you are an actual student. You are here, and you are really here in Germany. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
See you. Bye bye. That was
Awesome.
great.